2, I mean. And we did our presentation on childhood obesity and who's to blame on childhood obesity, like why is it here? Childhood obesity has practically become an epidemic in developed nations. In the United States, approximately 20% of the children between the ages 6 through 11 are considered obese. And the most frequent question on everyone's mind is who's to blame. So my group and I have gathered some information on a few key factors to childhood obesity.
Childhood obesity is the #1 public health problem of the 20th century. In some children, there is a direct continuation from being overweight to becoming obese, and overweight children are at high risk for becoming obese adults. Some effects that society have on children being obese. Children get sucked in by television and video games. These distractions not only contribute to their moral corruption and spiritual perversion, but contribute to their physical degradation as well. Other contributors to childhood obesity are food choices. Diets higher in calories and lower in fruits and vegetables are linked to being overweight. Eating patterns, skipping meals, or failure to maintain a regular eating schedule can result in increased intakes when food is eaten. Parenting style. Some researchers believe that excess parental control over children's eating might lead to poor self-regulation of kids' energy intake. Low birth weight is another risk factor for overweight children in several scientific studies. Parents with poor nutritional habits and who lead sedentary lifestyles role model these behaviors for their children, thereby creating an obese child or obese household. Other causes of childhood obesity are hormones. Hormone levels can make a child more inclined to being overweight. Certain diseases can affect hormone levels and cause weight changes as well. However, hormones are not sole determining factor of an overweight child. Poor diet and exercise is another factor of childhood obesity. These two factors are the main causes of childhood obesity. Children who eat too many calories and get very little exercise are much more likely to become obese than those who eat a healthy diet and remain active.
Family with heart disease should keep their weight down. Obese siblings who are obese have a 60% increased rate of suffering serious heart ailments before they're 6 years old. And you're considered obese if you are greater than or equal to 30 kilograms per meter squared of your body mass index. So people believe that the thrifty genotype hypothesis is that there are genes that are passed from ancestors that are important for survival during their time, that are ill-equipped for our time. And their time was like food scarcity, and our time was like fast food. And risk increases if you have a positive family history of obesity. You are 3 times greater if your parents, siblings, or children are obese, and you are 5 times greater if you are severely obese.
Okay, I broke it down to 4 hows. The first how is how Americans prepare the food, how exercise is on a decline, how natural foods are more expensive, and how parents are limited on time to prepare the food. Now for how Americans prepare the food, you can see that we have a lot of fast food restaurants such as Wendy's, Arby's, McDonald's, stuff in that category. Kids are more exposed to fast foods than they are natural foods. Can anybody list a variety of vegetarian restaurants? No, because they are not welcomed in America. The natural foods are very expensive and the kids don't even like the taste. They like more of the Happy Meal. Americans use greasy, fat foods, and it's more acceptable. And obesity is the cause of it. But we do not want to change people's health or eating style, but we are willing to pay all this money for nasty food. How exercise is on a decline. Not only are we feeding our children these bad foods, but we do not expose them to outside. We expose them to video games, as one of my partners said. Video games, you sit down and you play, getting arthritis problems. TV face-to-face instead of going outside and play stuff that we used to play, hula hoop, hopscotch, stuff like that. That is on a rapid decline. The third one is how natural foods are very expensive. Now, asparagus, spinach, stuff in that category, people cannot tell you the prices of that because they normally don't pay for it. Now, chicken and pizza, they can definitely tell you the prices of it and how much sodium and trans fats are in them. But as of natural foods, you don't see natural food grocery stores as much as you see regular grocery foods, and because they're more expensive, parents feel like they spend their money better at Walmart than as a Whole Foods, which goes to how parents are limited on time to prepare foods. It is quick, easy for us to make fried chicken. Like today, Wednesday, they're going to give us fried chicken. Instead of us going to the salad bar, we will eat that fried chicken because it's quick, easy, and it tastes good. Now, will parents feed them celery and ranch? They can. It is quick and easy, but will kids eat it? No. So how do we get kids to focus on their health? We take away all this nasty food and decrease obesity, which is on a rapid rise, according to my partners. They give you statistics on it. And basically the food that we feed our children, we tell them what they're eating, what is the result of what they're eating, which leads to high blood cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, stuff that is rapid in the African American community. So basically what I'm saying is obesity is on the rise and it's a big issue. That's all I have to say.
In conclusion, my group and I gave you all the reasons that we believe contributes to the ongoing rise to childhood obesity. Are there any questions?
Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. 2 questions. At least I think there's 2 questions. In all of your research, I know that we talked about earlier, focusing on some solutions. Can each of you tell me what you think, it's a 2-part question. What would be a solution, and based on your research, who is to blame for the rise? Who do you think is to blame? We're just talking about childhood obesity, not obesity in general. That is your focus. So just tell me how you feel about that and your own personal opinion.
Well, personally, I feel that parents should take their children out more to give them more exercise, like take them to the park and be more interactive with them, so that can help them be more healthier. And maybe the parents themselves should make more healthier eating habits so their children can look up to them and do the same thing.
I agree with what she said. I think the parents are the main focus when it comes to helping their children become less obese. As long as they help them eat right and exercise and maintain a healthy diet and weight.
Given a reflection on your time that you spend at home, how many hours do you spend during the week at home in one day versus school? Not a trick question. Not a trick question. Anybody can answer that question. On average.
On average, you spend about 7 to 8 hours at school.
7 to 8 hours at school. Okay.
So that leaves probably about 17 hours at home, and then probably about 8 to 9 hours I was just sleeping, which leaves another 8 or 9 hours to basically either be active or stay in the house and do nothing.
Okay. All right.
I hate to say it, but I do agree with what you said, but there's also a lot of different things you can do in that small hours because it is reduced by homework and other stuff like that. But extracurricular activities and video games and TV, that is mostly what, besides the 8 hours of sleep and the 8 hours of school, that's basically what our time is put into.
Does anybody Anybody else have